welcome back. What am I doing? I'm going to be putting this on there, but it's quite a bit bigger than what was on there originally because I broke that vice and I got given that one. So rather than buying a vice and wasting my money to get one that sort of fits there, I don't need a little one because I've got one on the bench. So this would be mainly holding like tube and stuff like that, or it's a movable option because I've got a tube notcher and I've got to build all the tube front end for the S14, which I was going to see if I can maybe make that fit on there, but then have it so it's removable, that I can then bolt down it to make life easier, so I can offset it, rather than it being stood on a bench. Or although saying that, it might be a case of I'll just do it so I can take the rubber bit off, have some rivet nuts in this, bolt that to that, and then I can move it around, because it'll only ever be a couple of bends at a time, nothing intricate, so because they're not designed for that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I set the little GoPro up, we'll get started on working out how we're going to make the base for that, and then all I'm going to do basically is make a base for that and then weld it directly to the top of that, because that would be the simplest, most effective way, I reckon. So we'll go from there and just get on with it. Okay, so flip this over. Lock it up. It's not ideal because I'd rather if that was solid and that was solid, because then I could do a crucifix basically. Have a look. I think we've got to have to take these holes out. Right, if I mark that there, see what I do, I need to measure. I need a tape measure. It's pissing it down outside, so if it starts getting real rainy, I apologise. Just roughly, what we got? 22. 2, 2, 3. So 225. I'll cut a length off once we've cut the length for that. Mark it. Do a bit of overhang either end. Sweet. Uh-oh, that battery's low. Might be enough. Or not. Boom. Buttery smooth. Now let's right, that's a nice square edge, so I'm going to use that and cut this bit off. Once I've got my 225. Use this bit of scrap. Perfect. Brand new. Look at that. That's how it should be. Bring it back over here. Cool, would you look at that? weld that along there, just to hold it in place, and I can brace it across there, if you know what I mean. But to be fair, when I put that on the base and then weld it all the way along here, it shouldn't go anywhere anyway. It should be fucking more than solid. I mean, that plate that's on the top there's got, what, that's 6mm plate, so, and that's probably 5mm. There's going to be plenty of strength in it, stop it from bowing about. I think first things first is we prep. We'll measure centre of this one, mark it, we'll get centre of that, and then we'll line them up. We'll prep the steel, we'll tack it so it's one piece, flip it over, fully weld that, and then see how we're going to want to mount it on the actual bracket itself. Yes, good idea, maybe. That's better, isn't it? This French chalk's good because you can brush it and it doesn't fucking come off. Also, when you're grinding it doesn't melt, which makes a world of difference. See, still marked on there. Nice little chamfer. I'm gonna do the other side because I'll weld both sides because I don't want it coming apart. I will remark that roughly. Brand new. Look at that. Almost looks professional. Almost. That'll do, that'll do. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, that. Now I can tack that on here quick. Boop boop. See how it looks. Get that over there. What I might do actually is tack it, tack the other side, check it, fully weld that up, grind that, and then flip it over, and I'll weld it all up once I've tacked it down on the actual base of the stand. Maybe. See how I feel, my boy. Right, so weld is set up. I've cleaned these bits up, got my earth on. Just try and give it a tack. Hopefully the machine wants to play well today and ain't gonna fuck about with it. But let's give it a blast. Oh, I'll tell you what, look how shit that looks. You know why? I forgot to put the gas on. What a fucking melon. I mean, it's worked, but we try that again. Might work a bit better. Oh, look at that. Fucking 10 times better. Yeah, beauty. Beauty. Look at them tacks. Tell you what. Oh, ignore that one. That's because I had no gas on. As soon as I turned the gas on, boom, look at that. Beautiful. This has worked out perfectly. Now, get the camera on. Oh. Minty fresh that, and then we'll transfer that onto here. Also, I'm going to have to clean them tacks up a bit, just flatten down. Somewhere, I'd imagine, considering where these holes were, that would obviously be the front. However, I think I may do it the other way around. No, I won't, it's more support here. I think I'll do it that way. That should give us plenty overhang that way. We'll leave that on there like that. I'll get the grab the vise, I'll pop it on there, we'll have a look. Right, so, alright, granted it looks a bit pissed at the minute, but if I lean it back, that's about where I want it. Got plenty of clearance to the handle. I think that'll work quite nicely. Now, it does want to lean forward quite a bit, so I'm worried it might bend that. But because it's hollow up the front, between there, we may have a bit of a problem trying to pack it out. But we'll give it a go, see what happens. But I'm going to clean all that up and then get it welded. Done all the edges on that one, so theory, just line that up, beautiful, done, pretty much. That sounds fucking silly, but yeah. What I'm going to do, I'll put the clamp on there, I'll get a couple of tacks and then I'll move this clamp to that because it's more solid. Let's get that light on. Jesus. Das is better. Right. Gas is on, yes. Welder set up-ish, yes. Let's go. That's a nice solid tack. Oh, look at that. Excellent. Use the old cheek poker, because I don't know where my wire brush is. Sweet. Do I want to tack that side? Nah, that'd be alright. We'll weld this side first. Now I was told to push, not pull. So, give it a go. I'll tell you what actually, I'm going to put a welding glove on. So this hand doesn't catch the fire. Oh, look at that! think it's a little hot because it looks like I'm undercutting it massively, but I ain't welding gas pipes or nuclear submarines, so I don't care. I will turn it down a little bit though. See if that makes any difference. Pushing fucking 10 times easier. Tell you what, ugh, me lungs. That's pretty fucking solid already. I will weld all the way down there. It's massively overkill, but it's quite a heavy vice. And I mean, if I'm hammering on it and stuff like that, the worst thing I want is the weld to crack and it topple onto my toes. Pure, look at that. I think I'll put a little packing plate under there. 2 of them, but double that height. We'll do that, I reckon. Do we reckon I can do that all in one? I don't think I should because there's 2 massive holes in the moment, so I might just weld this bit along here. It's safe to say that this machine, with its auto setup and its sort of like parameter areas and that, is pretty much bang on. I mean, I've done these welds here. This one got a little bit hot, and I think I've undercut it or whatever that's called. But it ain't bad for someone who's not a welder. And then this was the last pass I done when I turned the amps down a little bit. I mean, I can't complain about that, can I, really? I think that's fucking shit up. But yeah. Parweld, the boys. Well, so obviously, I've done all this now. That's all nice and welded up. I'll give it a little clean up. I'm going to just run a bead of weld across there that I forgot to do. I'll give it a little clean up just to make sure the top is nice and flat. I'm going to cut 2 of them chunks I had here out of some of the spare stuff I've got over there. And then I'll just tack them. I'll weld the sides of them and then just tack them in place just for the vice to lean against. And then we'll look at fixings for this, which I think it's going to be. I'm going to weld a nut on the bottom of it just to stop them from going anywhere. And then if I need to take it off, I can. Easy, less fucking about, you know. But yeah, I'll stop the camera, I'll sort that out, and then get on with it. Right, so all I've done is just tacked 2 plates in place, and there's a little bit of rot, but compared to what it was like, 10 times better. Now obviously when these 2 side ones get clamped down, it'll put more pressure on the front anyway, and the vice is at its shortest point, so when I've got weight out the front and anything in the vice, it will stop that from rocking. It wants the result to go rolling forwards anyway onto them blocks. There's just a bit of air gap here, but I reckon we could give that a pinch up anyway. It's probably only got 1.5 mil of gap to deal with anyway. So what I'll do, now it's in this position, I'll mark these and drill these. I ain't going to put 16 mil fittings in it because that's ridiculous. I'll probably do 10 or 12. I'll have a look at what I've got in the van. See if I've got any of them. If not, I've probably got some in some of these. And we'll go from there. And then that's the back one, I'll whatever, probably do the same, but not necessary. Because there's no real weight on it. I'm not going to be, you know, doing massive work in it. It's just a big vice, big jaws. That's really all it comes down to. So, but yeah, it's not gone too bad so far. Pretty solid, nice, easy. I will, once I've drilled these and bowled it up, I'll probably trim these up just so I haven't got such a aggressive edge for me to completely butcher myself on. So measure these holding up, see how big they are. Absolutely ridiculously large they are. We are looking at 16, 17 mil. Jesus. I think we'll go with, I can do a 13. I'll tell you, I've got a 12.5 in it. No, I won't. I've got a 12 in it. Because when I put a 12 bolt in it, it will go nice and solid. I can't see shit. Oh, I did actually make a mark. I didn't make too much of a dent, but it did make a mark. Ow. Ow. Boom. Would you just look at that? Oh, I never welded that bit up. Never mind. If it fucking goes somewhere, I'll be very surprised. That is for sure. I could probably paint it, but I won't. Look at it, eh? Brilliant. Why have I taken my gloves off? Honestly, can't find the help. Now, we go grab, see if I've got any bolts and nuts. And some washers. I've got some M12 bolts, some flange nuts. What I'll do is crank these up. And then well, I'll get them in quick, roughly, not finger tight. Now if I wind this out, move that. Boom. Our exposed hole. Here what I'll do. These are the only ones I could get. I mean, the other two are slightly shorter, but this is just ridiculous. Boom. Yes, problem, which is that the flange nut I've got down here isn't flush on fuck all, so I need to put something in there to stop it from bending the bolt. Clearly I didn't put this in the centre. Come on. Boom. Boom, look at that. Solid. Solid. Solid as a rock. Right. what I'm going to do, trim these off and then just trim these bad boys around the edge here so it's not as angular and stabby. Safety squints. Minty fresh. Let's not spray sparks on the fucking chair for the BMW because it's old and German and will probably take revenge. Catch itself on fire. I mean, it's not perfect, but at least you won't fucking stab yourself on it. I need a new disc though. Remember kids, where's safety equipment? Boom, look at that. Rub your hand on it and not get cut. So, I think that is done. Right. Complete, look at that, eh? Nice freestanding. I'm giving that a trim up. Alright, it's not pretty, but it hasn't got to be pretty. It's just got to be not sharp as fuck. Does the job. Not going anywhere. So, pretty happy with that. Big up Parweld. That thing's sick. Need a little tidy up. But yeah. Done. Thank you for watching. Hopefully let's get some use in the next couple of videos maybe. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.